Hey, what's up everybody? It's LeeLos, and today we're talking about why Sanji versus Queen was a really big deal. And guys, stay steady in the pursuit of your dreams and goals. I believe in you guys. You're made for greatness, you're made to win, and you're a champion. Always remember that, guys. Now, Sanji whooped Queen. Let's be honest, Sanji slapped this man around, and it was like a medium to high difficulty fight, but saying that it's high difficulty, it doesn't feel right. It's like medium high, almost high difficulty, but about medium high difficulty, and he sent Queen packing, knocked him out. Here's a good reason why Sanji beating Queen is a big deal. For one, Queen is a second division commander and a very, very powerful second division commander. Not all second division commanders are the same level of power. A good way you can look at it is at one point, Odin was the second division commander of the Whitebeard Pirates, and then later on, Ace was the second division commander of the Whitebeard Pirates. There's a huge difference in power between Ace and Odin. Odin is way stronger than Ace, but they were both second division commanders, so they have different levels of power, and Queen is a very powerful second division commander. Here's a real big thing. Second division commanders were a big problem for Luffy until very recently. If we go back just a couple arcs at Whole Cake Island, Luffy pretty much lost to Cracker. The only reason he was able to fight Cracker and defeat Cracker was because he had help from Nami. Literally, Luffy by himself could not defeat third division commanders. Most third division commanders were just schooling Luffy until he went into Gear 4. And it's the same thing with Doflamingo. It's like in Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd, Luffy couldn't really do too much to Doflamingo. He needed Gear 4 to give him the edge. And with Cracker, he was downright getting dominated using Gear 2nd, Gear 3rd, and had to go into Gear 4th just to stand a chance, and still would have lost if it was 1v1 back then in Whole Cake Island. And that's a third division commander. Queen is a very powerful second division commander, to the point where the third division commander on his crew, Jack, he treats him like dirt. He just thinks he's garbage. He thinks he's trash. He just thinks that Jack's horrible and is no good, and Jack doesn't even try and fight him because Queen's way too strong. And not only that, not only did Sanji whoop Queen, he speed blitzed Queen to the point where Queen couldn't even see him. This current Sanji is significantly stronger than Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd Luffy was at the start of Whole Cake Island. He's significantly stronger. Luffy struggled with Cracker. If you took this Sanji and had him fight Cracker, he'd whoop Cracker. He would have just beaten him by himself, while Luffy needed Nami's help back in Whole Cake Island. Obviously right now, Luffy's way stronger than Sanji right now because Luffy's just OP. At this moment, he's super strong. But I'm talking about current Sanji versus Gear 2nd, Gear 3rd Luffy at the start of Whole Cake Island. Sanji's stronger than that. It's just amazing. The reason why this is a really big deal is because for the longest time, pretty much the entirety of the post time skip, ever since we've been in the New World, people have been treating Sanji like dirt. The fan base has been treating Sanji like dirt. He's been memed so many times. He's been made fun of so many times. And every time he fought somebody in the New World, it was never like an overwhelming cool victory, because back in the pre-time skip, Sanji was a boss, and pretty much everyone he fought, he defeated. Just about everybody. I mean, he lost some fights, but it was the grand majority of them Sanji won. And it's like when you saw Sanji there, you knew that man was strong. It was not a question. He was consistently depicted as one of the strongest members of the crew. He was consistently depicted as the monster trio. And then once we got into the New World, Sanji was not really treated the same. He was not treated like a monster trio member. He was treated as a strong straw hat, but definitely was not getting the same treatment as Zoro and Luffy, who were just bulldozing these really strong opponents, and Zoro wasn't even challenged. He was just wiping people out, and Zoro was just looking better than ever, and Sanji was looking worse than ever, just by the way he was being depicted. And I remember people would say stuff like he was weaker than Virgo, and say like he was trash because Doflamingo pretty much low-dipped Sanji. And it's like, even in Whole Cake Island, that arc was supposed to be Sanji's arc, but it was actually just kind of embarrassing for Sanji. He didn't get any good fights in. He fought Judge while he was suppressing himself, and it looked like he was getting whooped. Even though Sanji was suppressing himself, he wasn't trying in that fight. He let himself get beat up and didn't really take much damage, but it didn't look good. It was just Sanji getting kicked around. Then you see Sanji fight his brothers, and they're doing all these cheap things, kicking him around, even though we all know that he's stronger than his brothers, and it was just not satisfying. Then you see Sanji had to save Luffy, and he couldn't even save Luffy on his own. He needed to get help from other people. people, help from his siblings who treated him like dirt. Sanji was just getting treated like trash the entire New World. Like, the fan base was making fun of him. Now Sanji comes in and he destroys a very strong character. Queen is one of the strongest characters in One Piece. So that means anybody that's weaker than Queen, Sanji would also be able to defeat them. And I made a video talking about how strong Sanji is in a little bit more detail, but feel free to check that out. Sanji beat Queen with new powers that he just got while having a mental crisis the entire time. And Sanji's a character where his emotions fluctuate his power a lot. He's sort of like Gon Freaksis in Hunter x Hunter, where Gon, when he gets angry, his power just spikes up super huge. Sanji is similar to that, where a lot of his power is based on his emotions. And while he was an emotionally unstable state, not at the full capacity that you would expect from him, he still handled Queen. Not only did he handle him, he speed blitzed Queen to the point where Queen could not see him anymore. So Sanji's on a whole other level. Like, he speed blitzed Queen, dude. He speed blitzed a very powerful second commander and whooped him while he was going through a mental crisis with new powers he literally just got. Not to mention, after this fight, he's getting a hockey bloom because he battled an intense battle, so he'll get even more powerful on top of that. And then the other thing I wanted to say is that Sanji went into this fight injured as well. Queen also was injured because he fought Marco, but we don't know like how much damage Queen really took from that. But even with that, Sanji still whooped him. It's amazing. Like, a injured Sanji is stronger than Queen, like, by a good margin. It's insane. It's just absolutely insane how strong Sanji is now. He's definitely in the top tiers of One Piece. I would put Sanji, he's easily second division commander level, obviously, and he can he can rumble with first commanders for sure. So this is a more debatable topic, but you could make an argument that Sanji is as strong as Katakuri. You could make a good argument about that. You really could. If somebody came up to me and said, hey, I think Sanji's the strongest Katakuri, they could really debate that pretty well. Here's how I'll put it. Sanji's relative to first commanders now. He's relative to King, he's relative to Katakuri, and he's extremely powerful now. Not to mention he's getting more powerful, and he can regenerate. It's insane. Not only is he this durable, this strong, this fast, but he can also regenerate himself. It's amazing. So Sanji's real strong now. He's relative to Katakuri. I say that we haven't seen enough from Sanji to say that he would beat Katakuri yet, but he's definitely relative. And if Sanji were to fight Katakuri, it'd be an extreme high diff fight for Katakuri. That's my stance on it. But yeah, Sanji's super powerful. It's great because he was treated like dirt for so long. Now he's back. Like, the real reason, it's like Sanji is back in the Monster Trio. Definitely, he's back. He's at the level of power he needs to be, and I'm expecting that moving forward, Sanji's just going to be whooping everyone that he fights. That's what I want to see from Sanji, because now it's like we have the Sanji from pre-time skip is finally back. The cool Sanji who whoops people, who can handle business, and if there's a really strong person there, you can count on Sanji to whoop him. Like the same way that Sanji whooped Jabra, you can make a great argument that he's as strong or possibly stronger than Katakuri. You can make a fantastic argument for that. But my stance on it is I say he's relative to Katakuri. I'd have to really study One Piece pretty deeply to be able to definitively say that he's stronger than Katakuri, but I'm gonna say he's relative to him. And if they were to fight, I think it would be an extreme high difficulty win for Katakuri. But if they were to fight like 100 times, I'd say Sanji would win some of those fights. If they were to fight 100 times, Sanji probably would win about 40 of them, maybe 35. That's kind of my stance on it. But yeah, guys, Sanji's really strong now. He's pretty OP, and he's stronger than most of the One Piece world. And I'm so happy for that, because he was treated like dirt for way too long. He's an awesome character. Now he's really getting the recognition he deserves. So yeah, guys, that was what I wanted to say. What do you think about Sanji's new power? I think it's amazing. Because these are all new abilities. He's going to get stronger, get more comfortable using them, and just become a more and more powerful Straw Hat. It's fantastic, and he's super strong now. Super strong. He's definitely first commander level, relative to first commanders for sure. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about Sanji in the comments below. Let me know how strong you think he is. And yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day.